Someone near you just yawned. Now you're doing it too. Maybe you're not even tired. Maybe you just watched a video of a stranger yawning or read the word yawn one too many times. Your mouth is already stretching open. Your eyes are already watering. You didn't choose this. It just happened. But here's the strange part. Scientists have spent decades trying to explain why, and the real answer has almost nothing to do with being sleepy. You probably think yawning is about oxygen or exhaustion or boredom. That's what most people assume. But researchers who study this closely will tell you something different. The contagious part, the part where someone else's yawn triggers yours, isn't about your body needing rest at all. It's about something happening between you and the person yawning, something almost invisible. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. In the 1980s, a psychologist named Robert Provine became fascinated with yawning when almost no one else in science took it seriously. He ran one of the first real experiments on the subject. He showed people videos of others yawning, and he simply counted how many viewers yawned back. The result was almost unsettling. Nearly half of everyone who watched ended up yawning themselves, just from seeing it happen to someone else. Provine kept digging. He found that even reading the word yawn was enough to trigger one in some people. Not seeing it, not hearing it, just reading 4 letters on a page. Your brain didn't need the real thing. It only needed the idea of it. That should stop you for a second. Think about what that means. A yawn isn't just a physical reflex, like a sneeze or a hiccup. Those don't spread from person to person just by watching. But a yawn does. Somewhere in your brain, there's a circuit that responds to someone else's yawn almost like it's your own. Scientists eventually traced this response to a system in the brain involved in imitation and understanding others, a network sometimes linked to what are called mirror neurons. These are brain cells that fire both when you perform an action and when you simply watch someone else perform it. Watch someone reach for a cup, and a small part of your brain fires as if you were reaching too. Watch someone yawn, and that same kind of mirroring kicks in, except this time, it doesn't just fire quietly in the background. It pushes all the way through to your actual muscles. Your jaw drops, your lungs expand. You yawn. But why would evolution build something like this? Why would your brain be wired to physically copy a totally unrelated stranger's yawn? The clue came from an unexpected place. Not from labs at all, but from watching animals in the wild. Researchers studying baboons, wolves, and even dogs noticed something curious. When one animal in a group yawned, others nearby would often yawn too, especially the ones closest to it socially, not random members of the troop. The ones it was bonded with, mothers and their offspring, mates, close companions. The yawns seemed to spread fastest along the same lines as social closeness. Primatologist Frans de Waal took this even further, studying chimpanzees and finding the exact same pattern. Chimps were far more likely to catch a yawn from another chimp they were close to than from one they barely interacted with. The contagious yawn wasn't random noise in the brain. It was tracking relationships. It was, in a strange, almost invisible way, measuring how emotionally connected 2 individuals were. This is where the story takes its strangest turn. If contagious yawning is tied to social closeness and to that same mirroring system involved in understanding others, then it should be connected to empathy itself. And that's exactly what researchers began to find. Suddenly, a strange, almost silly reflex starts to look like something much deeper. A tiny, automatic test of how tuned in you are to the people around you. You don't consciously decide to catch someone's yawn. Your brain does it for you, quietly measuring your bond with that person along the way. Think about what that means for your actual life, right now, today. That awkward moment on a video call when your coworker yawns and suddenly you can't stop either. That instant during a long car ride when your friend yawns in the passenger seat and yours follows 2 seconds later. That strange resistance you feel yawning around a total stranger on the subway, compared to how helplessly you catch one from your own partner or your own child. None of that is random. Your brain is running a constant, invisible social calculation, and a yawn is sometimes the only visible proof of it. And here's the twist that makes this even stranger. This ancient social wiring didn't disappear just because your social world changed. Provine's original discovery that even reading about a yawn can trigger one means your brain doesn't require another living person in front of you anymore. A video is enough. A photograph is enough. Even a sentence describing someone yawning, like the ones you've been reading in this exact video, might have already gotten you once or twice. Your ancient social circuitry, built for small groups of people who lived and slept and watched for danger together, is now firing in response to strangers on a screen, thousands of miles away, who you will never meet. So the next time you catch someone's yawn, on a call, across a room, or even in a video like this one, you're witnessing something older than language itself. A social signal that once helped early humans stay emotionally synced with the people they depended on to survive. A silent way of saying, without a single word, I am paying attention to you. I am connected to you. My body is responding to yours. It's easy to think of a yawn as nothing, a small, involuntary twitch your body does when it's bored or tired. But somewhere underneath that simple stretch of your jaw is one of the oldest social signals your species ever developed, quietly running in the background of nearly every relationship you have. And right about now, if you've been paying close attention, there's a decent chance you've already yawned once while reading this. Not because you're tired, because somewhere in your brain, a very old, very human circuit just recognized a yawn and quietly, without asking permission, decided to answer it.